Hello, welcome. My name is Aerith, and this is my 21-week progress report. So the first thing I will note is I got Starros finally up to Relic 5, so the requirement for Aphra, one step is complete. I'm really excited for that. I'm really looking forward to getting Hondo to Relic 5 and completing my farms of BT1 and SWGOH in order to get those requirements finished and get Dr. Aphra. Now I've gotten my Finalizer bundle, which forces me to pivot my farming strats again. Who I'm going to farm, what nodes I'm going to farm, and what teams I'm going to focus on. So right now, I'm going to continue and focus on the Queel node, the Wrecker node, and the 8th Brother node, for the fact that those three ships are still going to be needing shards until they're 7 stars. That would be IG 2000, Imperial TIE Bomber, and the BLT Sandwich Wing. I'm also looking to begin farming Shore Trooper, which is also the same node as the TIE Reaper, which is an Empire ship. Focusing a lot on ships now, get them out of the way so that they're already farmed up for later on, and then I can focus on more non-ship teams. So because of the fact that I got the other Lightspeed bundle, the ships required for the Django node as well as the Droidico node are not as high priority anymore, as well as the Darth Sion node. However, I still want them because Droidica is a requirement for gas. Sion is a really kind of a staple part of the Darth Treya team, and I really want that team up as soon as possible. And then Jango Fett is just a really good bounty hunter separatist. So I'm going to farm him up, get them done. Royal Guard is here in the ship node area because not his node is going to be farmed, but I am going to be farming his ship as well as Palpatine's. And there are no characters attached to the same node. Oh my gosh, I've said node so many times. If you've been taking shots to it, you are probably completely intoxicated and emptied a complete jar. Now, Container Farms, I'm going to be farming T3M4, Chief Chirpa, and Cal Kestis as soon as possible. Death Troopers down the line, as well as Geo Brood Alpha, because you need to get your Geonosians. I should have farmed them sooner, but since I haven't, I'm going to delay them just a little bit. Death Trooper is a pilot for the TIE Reaper as well, so that's why he's there. That being said, I've kind of been tossing back and forth between farming the characters as well as farming signal data so that I can get the characters that I'm working on up to Relic levels, which is why I was able to successfully get Starros right up to Relic 5 as soon as I farmed her up. I'm hoping I can do the same thing for Hondo, BT, and SWGOH, and then the next characters that I farm up naturally up to Relic levels. I need to get Admiral Piet. He's an important imp trooper. He will set it up so that I can split my imp teams into two, because I have other imps that are farmed up. I'm going to need Bastila and not Bo-Katan, but she is on the same node as Jolie Bindo, so those two are requirements for Jedi Knight Revan. Seer Junda will be a requirement for Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, and Darth Nihilus is a requirement on the Treya team. So I'm kind of aiming in a very wide path with all of these characters that I want to farm in due time, and this is the direction that I'm heading in so far. But as of right now, I'm adapted my farming path so that I'm trying to bring these characters up to the proper relics. I need to because this one, these characters are required for Executor, so if I bring them up to the Relic levels, might as well. Executor as soon as possible. The ships are there. Mods, I'm going to need to farm mods so much because of the Lightspeed bundles that have been invested in. I got Relic 5 Santa, and then I'm kind of thinking to Relic up the Hans just so that I have a full Relic team. Eventually, I will replace Lando with Rolo, Rebel Officer Leia Organa. I have Rex at 5 stars. I have the Phoenix teams up to Relics. I might as well get him up to 7 stars. Call you back in a second. Working on the Dash team. I already have a whole bunch of scoundrels. He was already at 7 stars, so I brought him up to a few gears. Not a big deal. I need to bring Saw to gear 12 for his requirement of Cal Kestis. Dash is also a requirement for he's a requirement for Starkiller. So these characters that I'm farming up and looking to Relic are either requirements for other legendary characters, or are meant to round out teams that have already been brought up. Still need to work on a lot of mods, and I'm going to bring my 501st to gear 12 so that they are at least somewhat ready for when I unlock General Anakin Skywalker. Same with my Lazarus ladies. Marin is a requirement for Cal Kestis, and I'm thinking I might as well just bring them all up to gear 12. And if I'm going to bring her to gear 12, one of her abilities are dependent on her Relic level. So I was thinking of bringing her up to... I'm not even paying attention. No. Yes, this one here. Plus 20% chance, plus 10% per Relic level. So I might as well bring her up to Relic levels so that I can bring her to 100%. Then at that point I might implement that Zeta. Speaking of Zetas, I have 60, which means I can apply 3 Zetas, but I'm thinking I'm going to hold on to them for now. Bring up my familiars up to gear 12. I already have most of these teams farmed up. People have mentioned that I should bring up my TIE Defender. So while I'm here at Ein Versio, I will show that I am farming the TIE Defender. She is a daily farm, but she has been a pain in the butt because I'm getting 1 shard, and some days I've been getting 0 shards. I will not double farm that shard. As for ship nodes, I am constantly farming Marin, get her up to 7 stars, as well as Anakin, the Raven's Claw, and the TIE Defender. I was also working on the Slave 1, but now that he is complete, that saves me energy that I don't have to spend there. So, as of this point, I believe that's everything I have to show. One more quick thing. I did lose my previous Grand Arena. My mistakes in round 3 actually ended up costing me, and my opponent got more banners. I think I had 818 and my opponent ended with 827 or something like that. So I was goofing around, I made some mistakes, and it cost me. Anyway, let me know what you think of the new template that I'm going to put up on for the thumbnail. And other than that, I'll see you in the next one.